A lot of talk before this second leg, given what happened in the first one when some of the Chelsea fans booed the team. Thiago Silva had to go across and calm them down. How important is what happened here tonight for the progression of this group, for the progression of what Mauricio Pochettino is trying to do here?
It was necessity. I mean, it was unthinkable if they were to sort of go out of this competition tonight and Middlesbrough to go to the final. And from Mauricio Pochettino, Sir Alex Ferguson used this as a springboard at times in his Manchester United career, sort of middle of his Manchester United career in 2006 when I just took over as captain. It was the first trophy that I lifted. And we'd been barren for 3 years. It was in the Mourinho sort of Wenger period, Rafa Benitez, where it was a really strong Premier League and we just couldn't get, close to them for a few years. And then we basically, on our way back to winning the Premier League title, I think in 2006-07, we won the League Cup in 2006 in March against Wigan at Cardiff, and it was a big moment. And, the League Cup, when you've won the Champions League, maybe you won the Premier League and you've won the FA Cup, is the inferior tournament, but as a stepping stone for building something, and getting that medal round your neck and being on that podium, it was really important to us. And we shouldn't underestimate how important it will be for Chelsea if they can go and beat Fulham or Liverpool in that final in 4 weeks' time. Because for Todd Bowley, for the confidence of everything that's happening at the club, it's been a real difficult period, this transition from Abramovich into this new sort of ownership. And I feel that, obviously it's going to be difficult, particularly if they play Liverpool. But if they can win a trophy, honestly, these young players in particular will gain so much from it.
Give us an idea. If you are one of these Chelsea players, age 21, who's come into a lot of them to this league for the first time. A lot of them haven't really played that much first-team football, even coming in to the Premier League for the first time. What will it do for them to get a medal around their neck, even to get the feeling of the final, even if they do fall short?
Look, I can only speak from my own personal experiences, but it made you feel like you belonged. I mean, my first season in the first team, we lost the Premier League and FA Cup final in a week. We had the game at West Ham where Blackburn were playing Liverpool and we couldn't get the second goal to win the league. And obviously in the end, Blackburn won the league. And then the week later, we lost the FA Cup final against Everton. And I felt like, oh my God, I missed my chance. You just don't think it's ever going to come along again. So when you get to a final, you really have to try to make sure it happens. And the year after, we won the league and you all of a sudden, you feel that you're a winner. And, that's what those Chelsea young players will feel when they're on that podium. Everybody's looking at them. There's millions watching around the world and in this country. And they're out there and they've gone and done it in a final and they've delivered and they've got rid of that tag of being nearly men or not able to get over the line. All those things that get levelled at you when you don't win a trophy, which sometimes can be a little bit unfair because there's only 4 trophies to go around every season. But it's been levelled at their manager, Mauricio Pochettino, in this country. So it's a big, big game for the manager, for the ownership, but for the players and for the young players. Honestly, there is nothing that will give you more confidence than winning a medal and winning a trophy, because they'll then see that if they can do that, I mean, let's say it's Liverpool at Wembley, and that'll be a huge game for these Chelsea players, and Liverpool are a better side at the moment. But if you can go and beat a big team like Liverpool at Wembley in front of 90,000 people, honestly, that has a big impact on your life, let alone in terms of your career, because it's something you never forget. Your family are all there. It's a big moment, and it's something that, like you say, confidence is everything in football, in life. You believe. If you believe, and it's not just about your own belief, it's about the belief that the fans have in you, that we have in them, that the manager has in them. And if they can go and win in a big moment, that's what Chelsea have done for many, many years. There are times where I remember Di Matteo taking over at Christmas, or near Christmas time was it, and ended up winning the Champions League. Yeah, because you think about Chelsea, they've been a winning club, and that's not always been with beautiful football. They've had to really dig in at times, and they've just somehow under Abramovich become got a winning mentality, even if they change managers. So if they can develop a winning mentality, even in transition, that will give them confidence that this project of Chelsea of this sort of last 20 years can continue under Bowley and co.